and welcome to Newspaper Review on TAF TV. I am Auhe Iwese Jajina, your host. And of course, you already know what we do on Newspaper Review. We analyze, dissect, and review stories making headlines on Nigerian newspaper. And joining me today to review the stories making headlines on Nigerian newspaper is not a new personality on Newspaper Review. It's no other than Miss Kosi. Miss Kosi, thank you so much for always making time to add your voice to the conversation. We're so happy to have you.
Aww.
And you're looking gorgeous.
Blushing.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
And so, of course, Newspaper Review will now be complete without you. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media handles. Engage, like, share, and comment. And also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right. Also, heading over to the review for today, we are going to start off with the Daily Trust. And on the Daily Trust, we have on page 5, bandits kill 7 soldiers, ward head 28 farmers in Zamfara, Bauchi. That's on page 5 of the Daily Trust. And on page 28 of the Daily Trust, we have Labour issues 7-day strike notice, urges FG to reverse anti-masses policies. Labour issues 7-day strike notice, urges FG to reverse anti-masses policies. And on page 7, we have diphtheria. Bauchi shuts down schools as 5 students die. Diphtheria. Bauchi shuts down schools as 5 students die. Still on the Daily Trust, we have ECOWAS sends mission to Niger Republic. ECOWAS sends mission to Niger Republic. Sub-stories there are resident protests as EU, France, African Union condemn military takeover. Details of that news is captured on page 4 of the Daily Trust. And on the front cover page of the Daily Trust, on page 3, we have resident doctors strike cripples health services nationwide. Resident doctors strike cripples health services nationwide. And that's all the issues we'll be taking on the Daily Trust newspaper. And over to our reviewer, who is piped up and ready to review some of the major headlines. So, Ms. Kosi, talking about the issue of resident doctors strike cripples health services nationwide, we have a pictorial display of a hospital there where we have patients who have been critically ill turned back, and then we have issues of others being discharged, stranded. I mean, this is a cause for alarm. We have the resident doctors going on strike about, I think that was in May, and they have given the federal government several ultimatums to meet up with their demands because they know how important the health sector is. But now we have so many issues springing up in Nigeria, the subsidy and everything. It's so frustrating. So I know that the president has countlessly told us on many occasions to be patient. We are patient and our patient is running out. What do you think we should do from here on out?
Well, it's quite a very disheartening one, owing to the fact that a lot of people that went to that federal hospital, we aren't able to afford the private hospital. The reason why they are there, you understand? And most of them are being scheduled. They are being scheduled for operation. And imagine you coming, you have maybe the person, a pregnant woman who is due for today, then come to the hospital only for them to tell her that they can't attend to her and all that. So it still brings me to the question, what is health sector still the paramount in Nigeria? Because in every country, I feel the health sector should be the most critical sector, you understand, and should be looked into. It shouldn't be something they should neglect, owing to the fact that where there is life, as long as there is life, there is hope.
Yes.
But once there is no life, nothing makes sense. Imagine being sick. Nothing makes sense. Even your work, you think is every. It becomes useless because you have to function when you are fully well and all that.
Yes.
So, to me, I feel the government should do better in terms of health sector. Because I remember as of last 2 months, that's as of May, May they went on 5-day strike. And I know a whole lot of people, I read a lot of things about it. Many complained that they came but they were chased back and all that they can't attend to them. And this resident doctor, they've been making some demands, which on a normal, that's what a civilized country is supposed to do for the welfare of each citizen, you understand? But
Yes.
these ones, they are the one making it. They are clamoring for it. They are clamoring for raising their pay in their salary. They are also clamoring for them to get a qualified doctors to them, because all these clinical staffs, most of them, they are not actual doctors, but they are just trained.
Yeah.
You understand? So we need qualified citizens, doctors. And if you remember, as of last 2 years, last year, a lot of people moved out from Nigeria, especially in the health sectors, which led to the brain draining topic, which has been on the mouth of every Nigerian citizen.
Yeah.
Imagine for all our qualified doctors leaving for greener pasture, and you see, you won't blame them in a country where where your service are not really regarded. You understand? Where your input can't be justified, where even no matter how much you put in, you can't see the benefit or the result of that input. So to me, I feel that the government, even though because if you remember the other day, was it as of last month?
Yeah.
The House of Representatives and Senate, they made the motion that that for you to live as a medical doctor, for you to leave Nigeria, you have to stay for 5 years.
Yeah.
You must have practiced for 5 years before leaving, which the medical the medical association, they are against it.
Okay.
You can't tell them to stay when you can't even meet their demand.
Yes,
you understand?
exactly.
Imagine if the health sector is being prioritized. I feel the issue of strike won't be an option.
Yeah.
It won't be something it won't even be a topic.
Yes, of
You
discussion.
of discussion.
Yeah.
In a country where the health sector is being neglected, the security sector is also neglected, then I don't know what will become of that country in the next 5 years, 6 years. You understand? So it still lets me to wonder what will become of Nigeria for the next 5 years, even in our own children to come. Will this be an issue of discussion, or will it be normal, or will it go back from worse to good, or will it go from bad to worst? You understand? Because we've been having hope that Nigeria will change, that everything will be better. Our recent our current president, have been telling us to be patient, but the answer is still, when are we going to be this patient? We've been very patient since the beginning, but ever since he came in, he has been putting a lot of policies that have been
crippling
really
everyone,
been hard on Nigerians. So them going on strike, I won't blame them, because most of them are that's where they are feeding, that's where they are even paying their children's school fees and all that. So I feel that the government should look into their demand, because they've waited. Someone that gave you an ultimatum 2 weeks, then on June 5th, they gave another 2 weeks ultimatums, and now the thing expired on July 19th. So they had no option but to embark on this strike. So I feel the government should please look into it, because imagine a lot of people are carrying people in this University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital. Most people they just left there. Even people that have surgery, they aren't attended to. But I feel they should, at least, out of humanity, because I would say these people, they are not feeling what you are feeling.
Yeah.
You understand?
Obviously.
So I feel Nigeria needs a president that will put the interests of the citizen first. You understand?
Yeah.
Once the interest of the citizen is met, which is why they are there. You understand? So I feel Nigeria should be looking out for a president that will put the interest of the citizen. Because imagine if you are not in the position, if you are not seeing the pain, the agony these people are feeling, they will never understand it.
Yes, they won't.
They will never, because if they are feeling it, in making their policy, they will try to make a policy that will cushion the effect of this hardship on Nigerians. You understand?
Yes,
so that's
totally.
my own opinion on it.
Thank you so much for that contribution, Ms. Kosi. The health sector is one of the most essential and paramount sector in any country. And once it's down, once it's crippled, certainly it will affect every other sector in the country. And so this goes to the leadership of Nigeria. Let's do more to look into the health sector so that Nigeria will be better again. Heading over to the review of the next review for today, that will be the This Daily newspaper. And on the front page of the This Day, we have Emefiele, DSS probes assault on Judiciary Correctional Service officials. Sub-stories there say Secret Security Agency says incident unfortunate, declares respect for Judiciary. We also have NBA condemn DSS, NCOS personnel brawl over suspended CBN governor. And on page 6 of This Daily, we have Buhari. I haven't enriched myself with Nigeria's wealth. Buhari, I haven't enriched myself with Nigerians' wealth. That's the former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He's making a statement in defense that I haven't enriched myself with Nigerians' wealth. You want to find out more? Grab your copy of This Day and check out page 6. And over to This Day Daily, we have subsidy, labor. Federal government meeting continues. Tinubu pleads for more time. Subsidy, labor, FG meeting continues. Tinubu pleads for more time. Sub-stories there said, Speaker to meet resident doctors, others today. NLC insists on August 2nd protest despite meeting with governor's negotiation team and declares the poor already missing Buhari. That's a new one. Poor already missing Buhari. Really? Are we missing Buhari already?
I feel it's Lord Jonathan that we are missing.
All right.
Because he has a lot of questions to answer. How he was able to maintain everything and still the fuel was sold at 86 naira.
That's very funny. Yeah, true. And still on This Daily, we have ECOWAS moves to restore democratic order in Niger. ECOWAS moves to restore democratic order in Niger. And that's all the stories we'll be taking on This Daily newspaper. You want to find out more on these issues, just grab your copy of This Daily. And so, over to you, Ms. Kosi. I'd like us to look into the issue of Emefiele, DSS probes assault on Judiciary Correctional Service officials. Now, the rearrest of Emefiele is disheartening. It was embarrassing, I would say, because I mean, Emefiele is the former governor of CBN, and for his brand to just be crashed down like he never contributed anything to the growth of Nigeria is just so unfortunate. But then again, the question of who is at fault here is brought to the fore, because we have the DSS saying we own custody of Emefiele, and then we also have the lawyers, the judiciary saying, oh no, but DSS, are you above the rule of law? Are you above the rule of law?
My own opinion here, I feel Nigeria is laughable, because how can a country as big as Nigeria be behaving like kids? Because how can you be tossing around someone like that? The judiciary has already made a rule that they've granted him bail of 20 million,
yeah,
which they've already agreed. Okay, now the DSS trying to flaunt the orders of the judiciary. I feel the question here should be, is the judiciary actually independent as they claim?
Yeah, that's a big question.
It's a very big question, because in a country where the rule of law is undermined, I don't know what to become of that country. The rule of law states that nobody is above the law.
Yeah.
The law is above everybody.
Yes.
And once the court says this, that is the final judgment. Unless you want to plead your case, maybe if, assuming your case is in appeal, you can plead it to Supreme Court, you understand, yeah, and all that. But as long as the court has ruled, that's what they're supposed to follow. But in Nigeria, it's as if the courts are just toys that are being tossed around, that they don't even have their own say. Even a toy at least can, even if at times you toss it around, it can just slip from that place.
Yeah.
But this one is like, once the court says they can, the government doesn't care about the courts. if a lot of instances, not just that of Emefiele.
Yeah.
If you look at that of Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu,
Yeah.
you see that when, as of, was it last month or last month, something thereabout, the courts already declared him free, but this the same DSS still held him, even though the court already said free him, but they still held him hostage.
Yeah.
So it still remains that this DSS, that's the Department of State Service, their duty is to fight against terrorism. But look at what Nigeria is turning into. The terrorism has become the order of today,
Yeah.
and nobody is doing anything.
Much.
They left what they're meant to do and start pursuing, going after the civilians. I feel the DSS, they are the higher power. They should fight against terrorism, which has been terrorizing Nigeria,
Yes.
and not fighting over Emefiele's case. Why, like, I really don't understand.
It's very clear they
Why-
are playing politics with the whole thing, and
a
it appears someone is actually fueling the DSS to actually do what they do, because their job is to look into the security of lives and properties, not focusing on this
not
particular
focusing on
issue.
this particular issue. This shouldn't be an issue, should it? It shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, they had an altercation between the officers of the correctional center. Then imagine, as the Department of State Service, what roles or what are you portraying there? Fighting with the correctional officers. Who does that? Then are you trying, because I know when I was growing up, the DSS, when they say DSS like that, there's the secret police.
Yes.
But now they are just, nobody's even acknowledging them again. No, but that respect is no longer there. If you watch the video, you see how people
very
are
funny.
just abusing them. Like, what power do they hold now? To me, I feel what they did is wrong, and they should properly investigate it, because flaunting the orders of the court, those people that flaunted it should be fished out and apportion their own punishment. In fact, it should be removed, because the government of Tinubu says that no fiscal combat should be tolerated. So
Yeah.
I feel they should implement it.
Yeah.
Implement what they
Okay.
said. You understand?
Yeah.
So they after properly investigating them, they should implement. They should fish out those people, then sack them. They are not qualified, because they are showing what they display there is tout behavior.
Yeah.
Like, they are not touts.
Yeah, no.
They are not. But why are they behaving like people that are not professionals? Why are they portraying Nigeria like we are nothing? Yeah, we know we are nothing, but at least we should cover our
Strive to
shame
do
a little
better.
now.
Right.
So that's my own opinion here.
All right, thank you so much. I mean, the actions of the DSS is a clear indication of the fact that they have defined or portrayed themselves rather as being above the rule of law, but no one is above the rule of law. So I think, you know, the right measures should be taken to see who is at fault and who should, you know, be brought to the books. And so that brings us to the third end of the first section of the newspaper review. And we'll go for a quick break. We'll be back.
Hey there! Are you looking to record your videos, do your voiceovers, and take your professional pictures? Look no further. With our state-of-the-art newsroom, photography, kitchen for our food content creators, and exclusive children's studio, we certainly can deliver the best studio experience. Our carefully designed studio space can bring your diverse creative content ideas to life. We aim to consistently serve value to our customers far and wide. Come, let Tharv Media give life to your dreams. Tharv Media, a slice of infotainment.
Welcome back, and yes, you're still watching Newspaper Review on Tab TV, and we are on the final review for today. And we're going to be reviewing the Guardian newspaper. And on the Guardian, we have on page 15, Nigeria, other risks losing U.S. market over uneven AGOA utilization. Nigeria others risks losing U.S. market over uneven AGOA utilization. That's on page 15. And on page 3, we have Niger coup. ECOWAS global community won't tolerate threats to democracy, says Tinubu. Niger coup. ECOWAS global community won't tolerate threats to democracy, says Tinubu. And on the front page cover of The Guardian, we have Tinubu toes familiar path as ministers may not resume till September. That's on page 6 of The Guardian. And on page 3, we have NBA, Obani, Falani, others knock DSS over disgraceful conduct. NBA, Obani, Falani, others knock DSS over disgraceful conduct. And on page 6 of The Guardian, we have NLC insists on August 2nd, nationwide protest over raising hardship anti-poor policies. NLC insists on August 2nd, nationwide protest over rising hardship anti-poor policies. Page 6 of The Guardian captures that particular story, so you can find out more by grabbing your copy of The Guardian. And on page 28, we have ISWAP targets headers, kills 27 in Bronu. ISWAP targets headers, kills 27 in Bronu. Still on The Guardian, we have NAS gives government 7-day ultimatum to rescind fee hike in higher institutions. NAS gives government 7-day ultimatum to rescind fee hike in higher institutions. That's on page 3 of The Guardian, and I think this is a very it's a welcoming development, right?
Exactly.
It's a welcoming development. It shows that our national student associations are actually doing a lot, looking into reduction of school fees. It's going to go a long way.
I just hope they meet their demand, because a lot of people have been going on strike.
Yes,
it has not been an easy one. Even the National Labour Congress, they are about to go on strike too.
yes.
So I feel this action, this is really not a very soft fight. It's going to be a very hard one, and they have to stay steadfast for it. Because
True change comes with great sacrifice.
Exactly.
And Nigerians are resilient people, so we definitely see it through.
I pray we see. I pray they see it through, because it has not been an easy one on the parents too, and on the students that are feeding themselves.
Yes, yes, it isn't. And so still on The Guardian, on page 7, we have 1 killed, others injured as traders protest over sealed shops in Enugu. 1 killed, others injured as traders protest over sealed shops in Enugu. And that's all the stories we'll be taking on The Guardian newspaper for today. And so to dissect, we are going to head over to page 28 of The Guardian. ISWAP targets headers, kills 27 in Bronu. The question of insecurity, it is a topic of discussion. We have been discussing it every day. Every administration talks about it, and still yet, many are being killed, lives are being lost, properties are being destroyed, and now the recent killing of 27 headers in Bronu. This is so unfortunate. What's your take on this, Miss Kosi?
Well, I just feel that 27 people were killed, and it seems like nothing happened.
Oh,
That shows the value the citizen, the way the government value its citizens. Imagine 27 has been killed in America and nothing is being done. Just imagine it. Imagine that's massacre.
yes.
That's massacre.
It is.
27 persons. It's not as if they are chickens. Do you know, the way people die in Nigeria is as if it's nothing. Like, it's normal. We are trying to normalize it now, like it's normal. Imagine some people died in Burundi, and this is not the first time.
Yes.
If you've been following up in all these
Benue killings and
Benue, Plateau, those areas like constant killing there, and nothing has been done. It's as if once every day news headlines, 10 killed in Plateau, 20 killed in Borno, a whole lot of news about them, a lot of news. And these people are people that just came out, farmers that came out to graze,
going about their daily lives.
Exactly, and only for them to meet their doom. Just, the only crime they committed is that they're in Nigeria.
Yes.
That's the only crime they committed. Seriously, it's really very sad, because how can the lives of the citizens not be regarded. Because imagine you coming out, you are scared of maybe something might happen. It can't happen in America. You don't do that.
Yes.
Once Jesus, like I feel that government are not doing much, especially in the in health sector, in security sector,
And education.
this security and education too. And these are the paramount sectors that helps in nation building. Like these are the paramount sectors that helps in any nation that wants to be civilized or that are civilized. We know we are not yet like civilized and all that, but we should do more now.
Yeah, we should do
If you
more.
look at the health sectors, I feel the government, the House of Rep, House of Senate, these are the things they're supposed to be clamoring for, not for their raise in their own salary. You understand? We
Like,
have
that's
about
so important.
360 members of Rep and about 209 House of Senate.
Yeah.
And just imagine putting over 400 and something.
Yeah.
And putting all this together and nothing is being done in the security part of Nigeria. So what is your duty as the House of Rep, as a member of House of Rep and member of House of Senate? What have they been doing so far?
Yeah, what
Imagine
have they
this.
been doing
It's
so
not
far?
just the president's duty to
Yes.
protect and safeguard the integrity of the country or the security of the country, but these people, they are lawmakers. Why not sit down, strategize? Okay, if a certain amount of money is being diverted or being devoted in a particular sector which are not meant to be, it should be channeled to this health sector, to these security sectors. They should go technologically. The world is going technologically.
Yes.
You understand? Mount security systems, security cameras that will also help in safeguarding the citizens. You understand? And also help the security, the officials, the DSS, the police, all people in the security sector in the country. It will help them when they are investigating any killing. You understand?
Yeah.
Because if imagine a country where if you go to streets, they have security cameras mounted all over. You understand? And a crime is being committed. What they do is go straight to the camera, CCTV camera, check time, date, when that thing happened.
Yes.
They will check what happened. They will say, okay, if it's a van that maybe the people that committed that murder, they carried maybe a van or something, they look at the plate number. After all, the vehicle inspector officers, they are there too. Shake them, shake those people, because once you buy a car, it should be registered under your name.
How about 911? Do we have a 911 in Nigeria for police?
Okay,
you know, get into a crime scene.
We don't, exactly. They should also improve in all those things, because once, assuming we have, like, once you call, we have an emergency number. We have an emergency number, but it's just that most of them is underdeveloped, like it's not taken care of. So the government should take care of all these things.
Yeah.
Make sure that the emergency number is being is active. Yeah, it's active. So once you call them, they're already here. In America, once you call, it's
how
as
many
if
minutes?
they are just 2 minutes away.
Yes, 2 minutes is
They
too much.
should-
Less than a minute they are in your area and they are looking into the
and
issue.
they're looking into it. And once they'll start chasing after those people.
Yes.
If it's something that they can do immediately, they will do it. So I feel that a lot of money should be invested in the security sector to be able to help safeguard the lives of the citizens.
Yeah.
Because a country that is safe is a very great one. A country that is safe, once a country is saved, or is
Development is inevitable. Productivity is a certain
everything will
part.
just fall into place. Because you don't expect people to come out and they are scared of their life and they are scared of being attacked, and you want them to be productive. I don't think such thing is being done.
No.
If the government creates a very conducive environment for the people to be able to work in, I feel productivity will start manifesting, and people will just be working without any fear of being killed or being attacked or being robbed. So I feel the government should improve more. Please, we are begging you. The House of Rep, the House of Senate, you should make a law that will be able to help safeguard the lives of the citizens. So that's my own honest opinion on this.
All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Kosi, for that. The issue of security is a responsibility of every Nigerian. I do know that certainly a larger part of that responsibility falls on the government. And initially, the president of Nigeria, Mr. Tinubu, promised us that he will look into the issue, and he had a series of meetings with NSA, and they said they would fix the issue of security, and we are still waiting. We are still looking forward to a safe space where we can operate and contribute our quota to bring in development, because only when there is security, that's when development can thrive. And so, thank you so much, Ms. Kosi, for your contribution. Thank you for adding your voice, and that brings us to the end of today's episode of Newspaper Review. And of course, if you are joining us for the first time, this is Newspaper Review on Tab TV. Don't forget to like, to share, to comment, and engage. Building Nigeria is going to require a collective effort. So don't forget to follow us on all of our social media handles if you haven't. And also do subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to click on the notification button to get notified whenever we upload any new content on Tab TV. And until we'll come your way again next time with another exciting episode of Newspaper Review, I remain your humble host, Awe Iwese Jojiner. Bye for now.